I am here with Colin Lancaster, author of the book Fed Up: Success, Excess, and Crisis Through the Eyes of a Hedge Fund Macro Trader. This book was just published last month, and I started reading it in anticipation of this call, and it is quite an entertaining read. It tracks the period of October 2019 through June 2020. So a period marked by a turning in Fed fortunes and the coronavirus crisis, of course, and then also the tail end of
it was
that.
this amazing time because, you have a period of, natural reflection, and all of a sudden this is corresponding with this amazing, hopefully once in a lifetime event with the spread of the pandemic. And I've always been this incredibly avid reader. I just love to read. And I also really admire authors like Michael Lewis. And what I was doing in that period, just to stay fresh with the markets, is doing daily journaling, collecting my thoughts on the markets and what was happening. And as we got through, March of, as the pandemic is really, just exponentially increasing in data every day, is I looked at myself and I said, Colin, you have this amazing content. You've been journaling this. Like if you've ever wanted to write a book, now is your chance.
Yeah, there was a lot here that jumped out at me in the book, and it's a really good inside look at macro trading and the type of thing that isn't really available widely. I mean, we had, Liar's Poker obviously is a great book, but Michael Lewis is a junior sales trader. And another one that I would have my reporters read was actually When Genius Failed, Roger Lowenstein. Also a great book, but he's also a journalist. As a journalist, I'm not going to talk too much crap about my fellow journalists, except that we're not inside these trading firms, these hedge funds. We covered them like I do.
What I really enjoyed about writing this is I'm not a journalist. I'm not a writer.
That's not a bad thing, but go on.
I've always written things like monthly market commentaries and investor letters, things like that. But to be able to put this into words in kind of first person, through the eyes of someone in the business, I thought was differentiated. That was unique about this, and it was also an incredible challenge for me because I also didn't want it to be too technical. I didn't want to write the history of quantitative easing because if I did that, only nerds like me would read it. And so to make some of these topics more readily accessible from people that aren't in the business, it was a real challenge, but it was really fun.